Guys, so you know these cheap little makeup kits and they come with these funny little brushes, right? As you can see, I've had this one for like almost, well, actually more than half a decade and it's just chewed up. And then the other side is starting to look a bit dodgy as well, right? So it's just getting really hard to use. And I got one of these fancy things. I went to an actual makeup store and asked them for advice, and the brushes they showed me were terrifying. So I got the smallest one, thinking it'd be easy to control. I think it's more for smudging though, as it says, rather than actually putting them on. And the problem with this is when I try and do my eyeshadow, it just sends flecks of stuff flying everywhere. So my cheeks are covered up with tiny little speckles and I have to wipe them down before, like, you know, when I'm done, just to get rid of all those speckles. So like, fancy makeup is not for me. I just can't do it. But I finally found the solution. Ta-da! I just, you know, thought I'd Google them out of curiosity. And yeah, Chemist Warehouse has this stuff. And look, there's 12 of the damn things. I'm set for life. Because they're so much easier to control and they don't leave specks of dust all over my cheeks just flying around. Like, they actually make the eyeshadow stick to my eye. So the reviews for them were pretty good. We'll see how they go. But yeah, I'm excited to finally have found these because I'm no good at makeup. I don't need the fancy shit. I need basic beginner shit, you know? And I don't give a crap if people think that these are no good. They work for me. And that's all that matters because I am not a fancy makeup person. Side note, when I went to the fancy makeup store, I asked, where do I get these from? And the lady had no idea what I was talking about. So yeah, if you're someone like me and you don't care about doing makeup properly, just go to your local discount pharmacy thing in the makeup section and get discount garbage because it works better than fancy stuff. Okay, let's give this a go. So I've already done some really dodgy eyeliner. I don't know how well you can see. It's like super dodgy. And I mean, this is some cheap shit I've had for years, like half a decade, maybe longer as well. All my makeup is really old. Anyway, so, you know, to make it like less obviously dodgy, I sort of go jazz and I'm like, yeah, I meant it. And that's when I use the eyeshadow to make things look a little bit less crap. But so I'll try my fancy brush thing and hopefully I'll be able to show you. I'm really not set up for making makeup videos, but hopefully I'll show you like what the problem is. And then I will try these little guys. And what's cute is when I opened the pack, it actually came in a little box thing, so you can just carry them around. What's sad though, it doesn't fit in this. It's a little bit too big, but that's okay. I'll make it work somehow. Alright, I'll use the fancy brush first. Now I'm not sure which eye, maybe I'll do it on this eye so you can see some of the struggles. Also, yes, I'm a little bit blind, so I have to get really close to see what I'm doing. And you can start to understand already why something this long probably isn't good. But also, you know, I use lots of cheap makeup and I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah, alright. So it doesn't feel like it's really sticking to my eye very well. I don't really know. I guess I'll see when I use the other one. Whether or not I'm just imagining that this isn't working too well. Oh, I think I already got some in my eye. Bloody hell. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have a makeup setup, but I am not a makeup YouTuber. I'm just like a crazy person.
I can't even see that. Honestly,
Okay, it's not too bad. Oh, I don't know how well you can see, but there's like little flecks of stuff all over my eye there. So I'll try the other one and we'll see if we get the same thing. Just, yeah, can you see? I think you can see little speckles. It's easier to see in real life, but what can we do? Alright, little baby one. All right, so, I mean, it took a little while to get this guy going completely clean, but can you see there are a little bit of speckles around here, but it's not as much as over here. I probably won't be able to tell if that's viewable on camera until I'm actually editing it. But yeah, so basically what I noticed, okay, so the downsides of this, a little bit harder to control like where it goes. It's a little bit clumsier, but it actually went on and was easier to make it darker, which is what I prefer. I'm not into the subtle look. And then because it's short, you know, I can get closer to the mirror without having to go at awkward angles to avoid the thing hitting the mirror, which this one I have to go like, you know, way like that and way like that, whereas this one I can just do whatever. It's easier because of my short eyesight. And then yeah, this is nowhere near as messy as this one, which just flicks all the stuff everywhere. Anyway, so I mean, I guess they both have their place, but for me this one's a little bit easier. And like it's slightly different to the one I had before, but I'm sure once I get used to it and once it's actually got a bit more eyeshadow stuck to it, I think that's the one I'm going to be using, because this one is just, and like, you know, I'm going to have to clean up all the speckles, especially over here. There's some really bad ones towards the corner of my eye, and yeah, especially, you know, I've got to look after my skin now, don't I? All right, makeup video. My crappy attempt at a makeup video as a beginner struggling with eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna fix up the other eye, make it a little bit darker with this one, I think. And then I'll clean it up, and then I will go film the actual video I was gonna make today. Yeah, look at me, filming more than one video in a day. Oh my god. When am I gonna get the time to edit everything? Oh, yeah, I look like a mess, that's kind of the point though. Making these bigger than they need to be. Oh my god, who gives a shit? I don't, like, this is the problem with makeup, is I don't like the unevenness, and then I get a little bit carried away, and sometimes that's why it ends up bigger than it probably should be. Okay, bit more. Okay. These ones. Funny sample pack stuff. It's not very good, but it's good for cleaning up little bits. When I take off my makeup, I'll use like some actual stuff. I use this stuff for taking off the makeup. These just don't seem strong enough. And yeah, I don't know if I'm looking at the camera properly because I can only sort of see where you are.
Okay.
Yay! Good to go!